What is up, people, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the new video. Today's video is going to be all about tracking macros, and especially the question, is tracking macros actually a lot of effort? Because the reason I want to make this video is that I see a lot of complaining on social media, people saying, oh, you know, it's so much effort to track my macros, it takes so much time and I just can't do it because I can't find the time, and it's so much calculation and math and stuff. I read those comments and I'm just thinking, like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, unless you've done it for a considerable period of time, you can't make claims that tracking your macros is a lot of effort, because I've been tracking macros for the last 2 years and I can tell you right now that it is not a lot of effort. So that is basically what I want to talk about in this video. Also, a little disclaimer, I'm not saying that everybody should track and I'm not saying that people that don't track are lazy people. What I'm saying is that it's not a lot of effort, and in general, people that track macros, people that are very aware of their calorie and their food intake, will get better results than people that are not aware of their food intake. For the very simple reason that food and recovery is as important as the training, in my opinion and in the opinion of a lot of people. So the hardest part about tracking macros is definitely the beginning. So in the beginning, when you will download any calorie tracking app, let's say MyFitnessPal, you don't have a database. So everything that you will eat, you will have to scan the barcode. You will have to check the barcode to make sure that the macros in MyFitnessPal for that product are the same as the macros on that food label, which in a lot of cases is not the case. In that case, you'll have to search for a different product in MyFitnessPal or just make your own food item to make sure that the macros are the same. Also, you will not be used to it. So basically, it will actually require you to do some thinking, to actually think about you having to track your macros, and that will in the beginning feel a little bit weird, but after a while it will become a habit and it basically becomes as effortless as brushing your teeth. Also, you might face the judgment of other people. So for me in the beginning, 2 years ago when I started to track my macros, I would just ask my mother or my sister or my dad, or you know, anyone that was cooking for that matter, like what they actually used in that recipe. And in the beginning it was very weird. They were like, why do you want to know, like, why do you track your macros and that kind of stuff, and I kind of were judging a little bit because I didn't really know the importance of it. But I can tell you right now that after 2 years it becomes a habit. Like, they will actually, when I come home from school or whatever and they have already cooked, they will actually come to me and tell me the things that they used to cook that day. So after a while it will become a habit for you and for other people as well, and that is actually the thing that you want to work towards. So as I just said, the beginning stage is the hardest one because you're not used to it. You might face judgment and you don't have a database, but after a while you will have scanned the vast majority of the foods that you eat consistently, which means that the only thing you have to do is log into MyFitnessPal, find a product that you previously already used, and just change the portion size. And that is literally all you have to do at this point. Like, at this point, I might show you guys on the screen. Let's say I come home, let's say my mother made some spaghetti, all right? Like, what are the ingredients for spaghetti? Vegetables, minced meat, pasta, and maybe some oil. So let's say my mother used 500 grams of pasta. If I eat about 1/4 of the entire portion that she makes, that means that I ate about 125 grams of pasta. So I can literally just, you know, search pasta in MyFitnessPal, change the portion size to about 125 grams, and that's all it really takes. Let's say she used a kilo of mincemeat. I will just search up mincemeat, change the portion size to about 250 and just add it in. Let's say that she used some vegetables, just estimate how much she used and then just take a quarter of the entire portion. And then let's say I just add a tablespoon of olive oil to count in some fats that she might have used. So that is actually also something I want to talk about, because a lot of people take tracking macros way too serious. Like, they will track everything to the gram, and like, if you add 2 extra grams of protein powder to a shake, like, they have to change it and all that stuff. And they take stuff way too serious. Like, for the vast majority of people out there, whether you use an extra 10-20 grams of, you know, vegetables, a couple extra grams of peanut butter, or, you know, you might just be off by like 50 grams on the pasta, like, it's not gonna make a difference. Like, it honestly isn't, especially for young people. When you're growing, when you're eating at maintenance or bulking, your body is not gonna punish you for having an extra 10-20 grams of pasta, or just having like an extra 10-15 grams of mincemeat at your dinner because you didn't have exactly 25% of what your mother cooked. Like, just be a bit more loose with it. And that's also something I want to talk about. Like, the beauty of tracking macros, even though you always have to make sure that you're not only eating junk food, is that you can actually, you know, add in stuff that you actually want to have. If you want to go to McDonald's, you can actually go to McDonald's and just fit it into your calories and your macros without having to worry about it. And that is a very, 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 very nice thing. So, to summarize, the beginning is the hardest part, just to get started, to get a database and to kind of get people around you used to you tracking macros. After a while, it will become a habit. Don't be too strict with it, and also it will give you a lot of freedom if it comes to the food options that you actually choose. So that was the video. That was pretty much all I think I need to cover. So yeah, that is basically it. So please like the video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestions on things you want me to see, or anything that you want me to change to make my content better, that would be highly appreciated if you would leave that down below in the comment section. And for now, thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys next time.